What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, of course, with Like Infinity Fitness behind me here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So now we can connect the dots together. We ended up signing a running back, it's I-T-O Smith, journeyman running back. He's got like 7 touchdowns, 693 yards in his career to the practice squad. And now we're finding out why. We just got a notification that Tony Pollard was sidelined today with practice with an undisclosed injury. It's a foot injury? Okay, all right. So the CBS report I saw said undisclosed. So a foot injury, and working on the resistance bands. No word exactly how bad of an injury that is, but we also know that C. Kelly was working out on the stationary bike and doing resistance work as well. Now, before we go off the deep end, right now, it's only Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. So this is the first practice of the week. You know, everybody at this point of the year is banged up. Everybody is injured. The question is how severe are you, and will you be able to perform? But now, if we got Tony Pollard, that really kind of gets me really, really worried here. And for them to go out and sign a practice squad guy, that's not good news. You got anything else on that? The report I got was from CBS Sports Fantasy that he was injured. They said undisclosed. One Mike Cass says it's a foot injury. Huh? Everything's what?
Everything says foot.
Okay, foot injury. Okay, well maybe the one I saw was 2 hours ago. Foot injury. In better news, Randy Gregory's window is now open, and it's looking like he is going to be back for this week. So he's practicing and stuff. And, you know, here's a real question for you. Could it be that after the defense for the Dallas Cowboys being the redheaded stepchild, that it ends up being the defense that has to pick up some of the slack to help the offense some? And here's the thing about football, and maybe one of the reasons why the Cowboys end up not being able to be successful late in the season. We had all those 8-8 seasons where, you know, we win and we get in, and we just couldn't seem to do it. We've had those games against Aaron Rodgers and stuff. The Achilles heel for the Dallas Cowboys has always been the defense not being able to stop somebody. We end up having a great drive. We end up getting, you know, a lead-taking score, and, you know, here it is, 40 seconds left. Aaron Rodgers goes down the field. They kick a game-winning field goal, and we go home and sit on the couch with the rest of our division. This may be the turning point for our team. Think about Peyton Manning. And I know people don't go crazy because I'm talking about Peyton Manning. But Peyton Manning every year had his team just about in the playoffs. And they played well. But they couldn't get over the hump and get past New England and Tom Brady until their defense, which all year long was terrible. It was terrible. But somehow, for some reason, their defense turned it around in the playoffs and began to play lights out. Well, here's where we have the Dallas Cowboys defense, which has been a hodgepodge and changing and evolving. Make no mistake about it, that defense is 100 times better than it was last year. Forget about the Thanksgiving game. You know, that was the one bad game for the defense. That's the one that screwed up all our statistics. But other than that game, you look around and say the defense is playing pretty well. And we know Micah Parsons and Diggs have played exceptional. But when you looked at the defense, when you take out so many games without DeMarcus Lawrence, so many games without Randy Gregory, so many games without Donovan Wilson, you know, you start looking across the board, games without Tristan Hill, Neville Gallimore. The fact that this defense missing as many pieces that they were originally counting on being there and has played the way that it has, it's actually pretty good. And now for the first first time, we actually, possibly this week, for the very first time, will have Micah Parsons, Randy Gregory, D-Law together. It's going to be the first time that all three of those guys. But it's also going to be the first time that you had Tristan Hill, Neville Gallimore as well. And that, my friends, is going to be a great front, because here's the thing. You know, listening to Sports Talk 980 earlier today, you know, they were talking about the Cowboys, that their finesse defense and stuff. And I said, no. When I got on the radio station, I said, no, man. They are fast and physical, but they haven't had all of the pieces there together. If you can get pressure from your front four without having to blitz, the advantage is truly to you, because you have more people in coverage to cover those receivers. If you got four guys going against those 5 offensive linemen and that quarterback, that's 6, that only leaves 5 people left over there against your 7. You have the numbers. You can double team 2 players, take out their best players. You can put pressure on the quarterback and turn him into a turnover machine. This is where the Dallas Cowboys, at least until we can get some health back on our side on running back, that defense is going to need to stand tall to help out with our injured running backs. It's not what we want to hear, Tony Pollard being hurt. Hopefully it's just kind of like a little hiccup, and it's just they're playing it cautionary and just having it work out. Getting treatment the next couple of days, and it'll be okay, because we need actually both of those guys against that Washington football team. So I'm about 45 minutes from home. I'll have about 300 miles of driving out from under me, and we're working on getting the tickets out. I know you guys are like, hey, where's my tickets? I have them. They're on the website here. I just have to make sure I get the tickets to the right people, because there's some people that ordered some tickets here and some there. I got to make sure everybody's sitting together that wants to sit together and stuff. I'll make sure that I send everything where it's supposed to go. So bear with me. You'll have them. Just be cool. All right. And I see Gina is texting me is doing a couple updates. Is there something else I missed? Man. Never a dull moment when you are with the Dallas Cowboys and trying to cover them. This time of year, everybody's losing people left and right. So it's how can you roll with the punches, and who's the next man up? But at least, we got Dak, who we've seen him running around practice looking good, and Amari Cooper should be in better shape coming off of the COVID. CeeDee Lamb should have had enough time to really be past the concussion. And now you got Gallup, who'll be in there. So, passing game, anyone? Washington secondary's not great. See you back in the man cave.